Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Let's wait for a few more viewers. I am Shruti Joshi, Outreach Head of GDSC VSSUT. I welcome you all in the session delving into 30 days of Google Cloud. We'll be starting the session shortly, so here are some ground rules everyone must follow. For any queries, use the chat box. Feel free to turn off your video. Don't spam with messages. If you are facing any issues with audio or video, please let us know. If you have questions, you can ask them at the end of the session. We know you all must be aware of the technical glitches occur during the time of registration. In addition to it, limited registrations added to the stress. Now, as all of you have enrolled, we hope your journey has been going smooth and productive. But if that's not the case, don't worry. We have something to hold you back. Today, in this session, you can ask your doubts, discuss your proceedings, and get a broader insight to this program. Our agenda for today is to make you all well aware of the 30 days of Google Cloud and also regarding skill badges, quick lab credits, and more. I request Adya Shah to proceed further.
Okay, so I guess most of you have enrolled in the 30 days Google Cloud program. Even I'm also a participant of the program. So can you guys mention your ideas on what you think is Google Cloud? You can write it in the chat section. Okay, so I guess it's my turn to answer now. So basically, Google Cloud is a suite of cloud services hosted on Google's infrastructure, from computing and storage to data analytics, machine learning, and networking. Google Cloud offers a wide variety of services and APIs that can be integrated with any cloud computing application or project, from personal to enterprise grade. With Google Cloud Platform, customers are able to access computer resources housed in Google's data centers all around the world for free or on a pay per use basis. Moving on. Google Cloud Program is a very well planned program that imparts knowledge and provides hands on experience on cloud learning resources and helps in personal enrichment in a lot many ways. We need to take the challenge lab at the end to prove that we have the required skills. There are a total of 6 skill badges to be earned for each track. After we acquire them, do remember to add them on your resume and professional profiles and share it with your network to prove that you have the in demand skills. Moving on. Okay, so next comes how to kickstart our career in Google Cloud. The program will introduce us to computing, application development, big data, and machine learning using the Google Cloud's training platform called Google Cloud Skills Boost, where we will learn each of these topics using self-paced labs that provides with temporary credentials to Google Cloud so we can learn the cloud using the real thing and no simulations. For convenience, the topics are divided into two different tracks. First, cloud engineering track, and the second one is data science and machine learning track. Over to you, Shruti.
Each of the tracks is followed by 6 quests, and 2 quests common in both, and each quest consists of at least 5 labs and one challenge lab that tests our learning in the labs taken already. The labs are assisted with detailed instructions and demo videos to help any individual get an insight of the context. Moving to the cloud engineering track. The first quest is getting started, create and manage cloud resources. It focuses on making us write Cloud Shell commands and deploy a virtual machine. It deals with running applications on Kubernetes engine or load balancer. Basically, it is an introduction to the fundamentals of Google Cloud. The second quest, perform foundational infrastructure tasks in Google Cloud, helps individuals to dive into cloud storage and application services like cloud monitoring and cloud functions. The third quest, set up and configure cloud environment in Google Cloud, introduces us to Kubernetes engine deployment, fundamental SQL clauses, and helps in running structured queries in BigQuery and Cloud SQL. The fourth quest, deploy and manage cloud environments with Google Cloud, deals with provisioning a complete Kubernetes cluster and breaking an application to microservices using Kubernetes deployments and services. The fifth quest is building and secure networks in Google Cloud. This quest focuses on creating load balancers and provided a practical experience to build robust networks. The last and sixth quest was to deploy to Kubernetes in Google Cloud, where the participants are introduced to Docker images, containers, and were involved in deploying fully fledged Kubernetes engine applications and managing deployment. Moving to the data science and machine learning track. The first quest, getting started, create and manage cloud resources, as stated earlier, is common in both the tracks. The second quest, perform foundational data, ML, and AI tasks in Google Cloud, shows up ways to create a streaming pipeline using a Google provided cloud data flow template. It helps in creating a Dataproc cluster, run a simple Apache Spark, and integrate speech recognition into web apps. The third quest is insights from data with BigQuery. It deals in teaching the fundamental SQL clauses and helped in troubleshooting common SQL errors and use the query validator. The fourth quest, engineering data with the cloud, helps in creating a data transformation pipeline, manage devices using Cloud IoT Core, use BigQuery to analyze the data, and build an end-to-end machine learning solution using TensorFlow and AI platforms. The fifth quest is integrating cloud with machine learning APIs that stresses on the basic functioning of the APIs. Extract, analyze, and translate text from images with the cloud machine learning APIs and detect labels, faces, and landmarks in images. The last quest, explore machine learning models with explainable AI, provides hands on practice with explainable AI, which is a set of tools and frameworks that helps us to develop interpretable and inclusive ML models as well as deploy the models. Handing over to Adyasha.
Moving on. Okay, so now we are almost halfway through the program, and by now, most of us have already come across the skill badges. So, basically, what are skill badges? Well, it's an exclusive digital badge issued by Google Cloud in recognition of your proficiency with the Google Cloud products and services and test your ability to apply your knowledge in an interactive hands on environment. So, the next question that comes to mind is, how do I earn a skill badge? We have to complete a skill badge quest, which includes a series of hands on lab and the final assessment challenge lab to test our skills and receive a skill badge that we can share with our network. Moving on. Okay, so the 30 days of Google Cloud program is nothing but a 30 days of learning, building, sharing, and growing. 30 days of Google Cloud program will provide us an opportunity to kickstart our career in cloud and get hands-on practice on Google Cloud, the tool that powers apps like Google Search, Gmail, and YouTube. Along the way, the labs are assisted with detailed instructions and demo videos to help any individual get an insight of the context. An online help desk is also maintained by a group of DSC members who are always ready to help and guide the participants facing difficulty while performing the task. Over to you, Shruti.
Quick Lab credits monthly subscription to students, so you are eligible to get unlimited credits and take as many labs as you like. But in case you choose to pay for the lab with credits, the credits are taken from your account. Credits can be used one time. If you start a lab but stop it within the grace period, the credits for that lab are returned to your account. If you want to take a lab again, you need to spend other credits. You cannot reuse the credits that have been spent. So, how to get the credit pass? Once you have successfully registered to get the Quick Lab score, the code will be sent as an auto response along with the registration confirmation mail. Moving on, do you guys have any idea about Quick Labs or why do we use it? If yes, do comment on the chat box. Okay, so let me answer now. Quick Labs provides temporary credentials to Google Cloud Platform, so you can learn the cloud using the real thing and get hands-on experience working with leading cloud platforms and software. They consist of 30-minute individual labs to multi-day courses from introductory level to expert, instructor-led or self-paced. Moving on, Quick Labs public profile contains all the skill badges you earn, helps the organizers track your proceeding, and also it can be used to showcase your achievements. When you make your public profile, you are able to share your achievements with your social network. Moving on, in case you are stuck at a problem or facing any issue, you can raise your issue in our Discord server or Quick Labs chat support. You can also mail at the given address mentioned in the screen and your issue will be resolved in minutes. This is handled by a team of Google experts and is available 24 into 7. Handing over to you, Adyasha.
Moving on. Okay, so there are a lot of things in store for us, and the course makes sure that by the end of this program, we can showcase what we have learned throughout the program to a professional network using the Google Cloud hosted quest and the skill badges. And also, we can add those to our resume and professional profiles like LinkedIn. And on the top of these amazing badges, we'll also get a chance to win some really, really cool Google Cloud goodies. Moving on, to earn the prizes that you can see in the screen, we have to complete all the labs and get all the skill badges that are a part of either of the tracks given in the program syllabus, that is, the cloud engineering track or the data science and machine learning track. Moving on. And these prizes that you can see on the screen, we can earn it by completing all the skill badges from both the tracks. That is the cloud engineering track and also the data science and machine learning track that are a part of the program. And the point here to note is only the skill badge completions after your enrollment date will be counted. Any skill badges completed before that won't be taken into account for this. Okay, so now we are heading to one of the most important section. A lot many students had queries related to the cloud program. So Shruti will help us answer the FAQs. Till then, if anyone has any query related to the program, please put your questions in the chat box. Okay, so the first query is, at times the cloud shell is not connecting, but the Quick Labs timer is running. So like what to do in that case?
Cloud Shell uses resources from the server side. Due to heavy traffic on Quick Lab server, it's facing difficulty in connecting. So try opening the shell or the console.
Okay, so the next issue which I had personally faced That is, I had tried to sign in using the process mentioned in my email, but I still did not receive 9 credits. I even did try to sign in after a few hours, still it did not show any update. So,
These are the glitches faced by a lot of participants. To overcome these, clear cache memory, give cookie permission to Kick Labs, and try again to repeat the steps provided in the mail. If you still do not receive the credits, then change the browser to Edge.
okay, so I've seen many of my friends face the next issue, that is, while they were doing the install Nginx web server quest, when they tried to connect to SSH, it started showing that it could not connect.
This again is the issue related to server load. Due to heavy traffic, it's not getting enough bandwidth to connect. The only solution is to retry. And about the lab timer, Quick Labs provides 5 chances to complete a lab for such issue only.
Moving on. The next issue, which is faced by a lot many students, is while coding in the Cloud Shell, there are certain places where it asks for a password. They use the password that is there in the Start Lab page, but it is not getting copied in the Cloud Shell, due to which the user is denied to certain programs.
It's actually not a problem. In Cloud Shell or any kind of terminal, even if you enter your password, it doesn't show up because of password security. If you pasted the password or typed it, even if it doesn't show that something is written, hit the enter button and that should do.
Okay. So, some of my friends are already in the final step of the challenge lab of Quest 3 Track 2, and they have raised the issue that the Google Data Studio is just buffering when it should have been created in an instant.
In such cases, be patient. Creating instant takes a lot of time. In initial labs, the creation of instant was quicker due to less user resources. In later labs, the instants involve a lot of specifications and hence takes time to get created.
Okay. So I have faced the next issue, and even someone in the chat box had also faced the same issue. So, like once when I tried to start my lab, it showed, sorry, your quota has been exceeded for this lab.
As mentioned before, Quick Labs provide 5 chances to do a lab. If after 5 attempts you do not complete the lab and try again, then it says that your quota has been completed. In that case, connect to the chat support and ask them to allow you to do the lab one more time.
Okay. So now we have come to the end of the session. Thank you everyone for your patient listening. This is Adyasha Samal signing off. Thank you.